Hey everybody, what's up? Ability44 here, back with the seventh update, seventh weekly update video. We've made it to in-game day 18. So 18 days and 1 minute, just over the 18-day mark. So it's been a really fun journey so far. Thank you everybody for watching. This past week, I was able to finish up all of my free-to-play quests. Yay! So I did a total of 8 quests, and those quests were mainly for farming. So I've got 46 farming now. I also completed some other side quests to get to the quests that I can complete farming quest with. So let's get into that. So I completed the Recipe for Disaster Goblin Generals quest, where I've just got to get them like a special kind of soup, or food. They had a lot of really odd food that they wanted. I also completed Fairytale Part 1 and Part 2. Those are all done, so I have complete unrestricted access to the fairy rings now, which will greatly increase my teleportation abilities around Gillinor. I also remember Tanglefoot being a whole hell of a lot taller than what he was. After that, I completed the Garden of Death. I also went on to complete the fishing contest, so where I could actually use the little underground pass off to the east of Catherby. I went on to complete Enlightened Journey. The balloon testing was really fun for that one, and now I can actually use the balloons to get around as well. So I've got fairy ring teleportation and the balloons to actually start moving around. Definitely need to fill up those log coffers in order to be able to fly around without having a lot of inventory. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I then did the Corsair Curse. I disproved all the BS those crew guys were trying to push. It's no mermaid, it's just an ogre out in the water. Also, the one dude was faking his injuries. I set his little hut aflame, and he came out running. And then later in the quest, I killed him. Because that's what you do in a quest sometimes. You just kill people that are just big old fakers. Went on to complete Pirate's Treasure and then Vampire Slayer. So Vampire Slayer was my very last free-to-play quest that I was able to complete. So yeah, those are all 100% done with the free quests. Don't have to worry about them anymore. Completely out of the way. Still got a lot of members quests. A lot of these I don't yet have the skills or the quest requirements to complete, but I'm getting there. I'm working on it. This week I did kind of take a little bit of a detour so where I could work on farming, so I was able to get a lot of farming levels this week because of questing. Now I also did allotment training. I grew flowers or limp root. And I also did a lot of herbs, something that I did purchase, and it was a pretty big purchase, surprisingly, was a bottomless bucket. So that bottomless bucket right here, so much money. It was like a mil, but I got it. It's not a mil now because I can't trade it because of all the ultra compost that I have in there. But yeah, I can check this. So I also got a lot of Ultra Compost, so I've got almost 4,000 uses of Ultra Compost, but the reason that I really pushed for this purchase for farming was because it actually doubles up the amount of Ultra Compost that you actually have. So anytime that you add an Ultra Compost into this bucket, you get 2 times the Ultra Compost usage. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's a no-brainer. And if I wanted to sell it back, I'd have to empty it. And to empty 4,000 uses of Ultra Compost, that's quite a bit, especially when it took maybe I think I filled it up with 2,000. I must have. But that's a lot. That's a lot of money. So I'm not going to be emptying this guy anytime soon. I am going to be continuing training my farming. So, moving forward with that. There was also a couple other stats that I worked on and trained. So I was able to train my smithing from 67 to 71 just by doing some cannonballs, You know, it's a very nice AFK, quick money maker. You know, it's only about 300 to 400,000 an hour, but it's still not bad, you know, especially when you're at the levels that I am. And I've got 1350 total level now, which is great, you know. I'm going to be training all of my stats to level 50 here soon, and I'm excited to see where that goes. But yeah, 1350 total level. A couple other stats that I got. My thieving, I went up from 36 to 41. That was mainly so where I could pickpocket the fairy godfather in Fairytale Part 2. And I got 40 mining from a lamp because honestly I was just kind of tired of seeing that one at 39. And I'm like, man, why? I need to get 40. I need to get 40 on this stat and just move that forward. I also got 72 attack. That was from 71 attack earlier. I got that from fighting some of these bosses in the quest that I completed. So, like, in just the collective quest. I can't remember which one. Maybe it was with Tanglefoot, that short little fella. But otherwise, you know, it's been all farming, you know? You know, farming has been actually really cool. I've been using the herb patches to make my prayer potions for when I go back to Slayer. So my main goal right now is to train all of my stats to 50 plus. And that does include sailing, which I have not started yet. I do plan on training sailing this upcoming week, so hopefully that all goes well. But yeah, I feel like I'm very close to being able to say I'm all 50 plus, which is a pretty big achievement in my books. From there, I'm going to go try to do 70 plus. So I'm going 50, 70, 50. I'm going to do, so from there, I'm going to go 50 to 60 plus. But I am thinking that at 50 plus all stats, you know, I'm going to switch from weekly video to a video, like an update video every other week, and I'll fill the weekly gaps with like other content. So I'm excited to get into other content. It may be one of the my wife Keisha has been really wanting me to do like my husband plays, you know, for the first time kind of video game interaction videos. Because I really haven't played all too many other games except for RuneScape. And that's because RuneScape is a full encompassing game in my opinion. It's got, I mean, you could do anything in the world of RuneScape. Just you could hang out and talk, you can AFK, you can grind some stats, you can make money, go PKing, all sorts of stuff that you can do in this game. And it's a really cool mind cleansing experience, to be honest. You know, if you got other stuff going on in your life, you can just kind of sit down and, you know, AFK some wood cutting or mining or, you know, fish. If you're pissed off at the world and you want to kick some ass, go PKing, you know? But anyways, that's really that's my week in a nutshell. So what you can expect from me is a video every week on this channel, uploaded. You'll see it on Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time or 5 p.m. GMT. Also, it was really great catching up with Joshua F., who happened to be online at the same time I was. Really smart, good guy. Loved catching up with him. And Quad Dolly, thank you so much for your comment. Yeah, the Crucible. You got it. That's the one where you put the bars in or whatever kind of armor you got, and it just melts it all down. So thank you for your comment there. Always so helpful. Quad Dolly is actually one of the people who got me into RuneScape initially. So thank you for all of your sound advice throughout the years, and I appreciate you helping me out with this one here too, the Crucible. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.